Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. Got another dark video going on. I don't know if it's just because it's a little cloudy outside, makes my office a little bit darker, but either way, we'll call it mood lighting. Got the little blue going in the background. Got my usual Blockbuster shirt on for my first video of the week. It seems to be the shirt I have on all the time with that first video. It's just because I do laundry over the weekend. This is my favorite, most comfortable shirt, so it just happens to get into just about every video. That has nothing to do with reselling. Let's get going. All right, what am I talking about today? Well, usually on Monday I have a what sold video, and today it's Tuesday as I'm filming this, so that's what I'm doing today. Yesterday my wife was off work, day after Super Bowl. Her company gives them the day off after Super Bowl, so yeah, her and I just spent a little time together, went out to breakfast, and did some stuff around the house. But so I'm getting back to the usual Tuesday, shooting a video, getting out to you guys, letting you know what's been going on, what's been selling on eBay. Then I'm going to talk about my collectibles booth again, some stuff that I have down here, a couple things up here that I'm going to be taking out there this week. I think that's going to be a new little feature of this channel, is just showing you the items that I'm taking out there on a regular basis. Thrift hauls has been a big part of this video or this channel as well, but honestly I haven't been having those huge hauls recently. Even when I go out sourcing, the amount of stuff that I'm bringing back home is much less than it was in the past. For whatever reason it might be, whether it's less donations, stores, the Goodwill sending stuff into goodwill.com, stores just pricing stuff up, more competition out there. You put all those together, and that's the factors. It's why I've been focusing more on the sports cards part of things and the sports collectibles, because it's something that I know and that I can pick up all over the place. I talked about it, I think, in my last video about how I went up to Las Vegas, went up to a sports card show up there, and did a lot of buying. There's another big sports card show here in March, towards the end of March, and I'll be in town for that one. And I'll probably provide a little bit of content of that one over my That Card Guy channel. Go check out That Card Guy channel. I'm trying to get that over 1,000 subscribers this month. It's been growing. I have one video over there that's just been going bonkers. It's been getting like, I don't know, 5,000 views a day, something crazy. And if it keeps going, I'm going to get to that 1,000 pretty quick. I'm over 700 and some now, getting close to 720 over there. So we're not too far to go. Deep breath. All right, I talk too fast a lot of times when I'm doing these videos. I don't talk this fast normally. Just for some reason, that's what I do when I do these videos. Either way, let's talk about sales. Sales have been slow. I'll show you a little screenshot here of my sales chart. It always shows up blurry when I take a picture of the screen. It's not on the app. You can't take it off of your phone. But it just shows how my sales have been pretty slow recently. I'm not looking at it on my screen, but I'm going to flip over here so I can talk about it right now. Let me go down there and look. So my goal every day is to do $250 or more in sales on eBay. That's the goal. And the last 5 days have been pretty slow. Four of those days, as I'm looking at the screen, I don't even think I hit $100 each day. Maybe one of them got to 100, where the week before, if you look at the 10-day stretch before, was pretty decent. So yeah, I got to get more listings. I got to get to work on this stuff. Again, a lot of it is I talk about how I'm not finding as much, so I'm not listing as much, and then you're not having as much sales. So yeah, I need to get to work. What did sell was 4 items overnight, and I only sold 6 items over the weekend. So 10 items over the last 4 days. And we'll go ahead and flip through those. We'll go through the ones that I have sitting right here for today for a total of $122. Not the greatest, not the worst. First up, found this little guy in a toy bag at a little local thrift store. I've sold this one probably 4 or 5 times now, and I know it goes for like $15. So I'll pick up that little toy bag, and they generally sell pretty quick. His name is Big Hex. I don't really know too much about it. They had like a code that you could go online, and somehow it was some interactive learning. I don't know. I just knew what it was, and that I found one before that sold for $15. So I grabbed it again, duplicated my listing, and put it out there, and it sold in like 3 days. $14.99 plus shipping for Big Hex. So what else sold? Some more smalls, which is going to make it nice and easy for shipping. Sold an autographed baseball. This one is of Albert Bell. He used to be called Joey Bell. Albert, don't call me Joey Bell. And this is on a spring training Cleveland Indians baseball. No authentication or anything, but I know his signature pretty well. And getting this authenticated really isn't going to make me any extra money. So I guarantee all my autographs on eBay. If someone were to go and try to get it authenticated and it did not pass, I'm more than willing to give them a refund. So I wouldn't list it out there if I didn't know that it was good. It's a $20 baseball, $19.99. So it's not like I'm selling stuff for $500. It doesn't have any sort of guarantee or authentication with it. $19.99. This was some of these baseballs. I can't remember the exact location I got them. I might have got it at the sports auction in a big bulk lot of balls. There was also one time at the local box lot auction, just the regular Mesa auction, that I bought some collectibles and I had autographed baseball. So one of those two spots I got it, and it would have been cheap because it would have been basically a toss in with a box of other stuff. So probably paid $1 or $2 for it. Sold it for $20. And another sports related item. Let's see if you can tell. Yeah, it's this little thing here. See, can I get it without the glare? It's this vintage Bob Gibson. I don't even know if you can see his name when I'm holding it up like this. Maybe in the pop-up it shows a little better. Gotta look at the screen. It's a 1965 Topps Transfers. So I think you took these and, like, I don't know if you rubbed it with a coin and, like, transferred it onto a piece of paper or something like that. There was a lot of weird inserts that Topps did back in the 60s and 70s. And this was one. I actually found 2 of these in a box of cards that I bought at that local box lot auction. It was one of the biggest scores I've had in vintage cards out there. And got a couple of these. There wasn't a lot out on eBay to try to compare it to. So I just kind of picked a price that I'd be happy with. And that was $29.99. It didn't go for full price. I took an offer. Took an offer of $20 plus shipping for this little Topps transfer of Bob Gibson. I do have one more. There was 2 in that box. And the first one finally sold not fast. It's been in that store for probably 4 to 6 months. It could be longer. Last item that sold, most expensive item. We haven't really had anything. We had 20, 20, and 15. We're going to go up to $33.99 on this one. Another one of these war games or military games that I've been selling. This one's called Musket and Pike. These white box versions were, I guess, fairly rare, and some of them were really expensive. I'm going to open it here real quick just to show you what it looks like inside, because it looks pretty boring from out here. Maybe when I open it, it's not going to look any more exciting to you, but it looks like this inside. So you got like the maps and the rules, and then over on this side, they have these little compartments that has all the different game pieces in these little trays over here. So I didn't count all the individual pieces. I never do when I do these war games like this. There's sometimes, I mean, there's easily hundreds, and sometimes there can be 500 pieces, and I'm not going to count them all out and show them all individually. I'm just going to kind of show the cases and say, hey, this is what's in here. I don't know if it's complete. I haven't had a problem selling them like that. So I had it in my store for $40 and sent a 20% offer, and it went for $33.99. It's been in the store for a little while. Again, those games have been in my store now for probably about a year, so I'm trying to make any deals at this point to try to move some of those out, send out offers. 4 items, 122 something, whatever it was. And that's all I had for today. Now, I'm going to real quickly go over the ones that I shipped out yesterday. Even though my wife was off work, I had to get up and get those orders out. You know how it was. And you still always got to sell everything or get everything shipped. Otherwise, eBay's going to ding your account. We'll scroll through them. $29.99. I sold this Revell Porsche 930 little die cast. It was missing the windshield wipers on it. If it had those windshield wipers, I probably could have got another $20 for it. Yeah, this one was pretty good. Bought it at a Goodwill for $4.49. I might have used a coupon. So yeah, it ended up going for $30. So that was pretty good. Next is the Steve Nash card. This is one that I bought up in Las Vegas when I was up there. I bought it out of a dollar box. But I didn't know that it was like a super short print. That's what SSP stands for in sports cards. It's a mosaic green reactive. I had no idea this version was more valuable. Sold that one for $30. I thought it would be like a $3 card. Didn't realize it was $30 because of that special green color. I sold another baseball card. This one was Alex Rodriguez on one side and Jose Canseco on the other side. So it was a dual jersey card of those two guys from 2004. That sold for $10 plus shipping. Sold a hat. Srixon, I believe is how you pronounce it. This golf hat, bought like 4 of those at a thrift store for a few bucks a piece. Since there was multiple quantities, I went ahead and did it. I don't like selling cheap hats, but if I can do 3 or 4 of them into one listing, then that's fine. This one sold through offer. I think I had it for $20, sent an offer, went for $16.99. Sold some Lego Duplos, little lot, $12. It's been in my store for years. I won't do little lots like that ever again. They sell very slowly. The last one was the best sale of the weekend. Best sale of the last few days are these Aramith billiard or pool balls. Found these at a Goodwill. Now, they were marked $40 at the Goodwill. I got to use my 20% off coupon, get them for $32. And they sold pretty quickly. They sold just over the weekend. I think I picked them up on Friday, and they sold on Saturday. So they sold pretty quick for $80 plus shipping. Now, this brand Aramith, I'm going to warn you, like if you see the box in the store, it may not actually be the Aramith pool balls in there. What happens a lot of times is people buy a pool table or a beginner set of pool balls, and then if they get more serious, they want to go out and buy a nice set. So they go out and buy these Aramith balls, and then they put their old ones in the Aramith box, and they get rid of them. So check it. There's one thing you can check, and I'll have to throw a picture on the screen. The Aramith cue ball always has a special little logo on it, and that's how you know that that's an Aramith ball. The other balls, you can't really tell. There's no special markings on them other than just kind of being able to compare them to the other ones that are out there. Check the coloring. They're always a little different than the cheap set. So if you find a box, it's not guaranteed that it's Aramith. Do a little research. Make sure you got the right thing before you spend up to get it. Like I said, I spent $32 for this set. All right, that's enough talk about sales. Let's talk about future sales, which could be out at my booth. The stuff that I'm getting ready to take out there. I did stop out there. I think it was on Saturday. I stopped out there, took a bucket of stuff out there to my booth, cleaned it up. It was a mess, and picked up my check and saw my current sales. Everything's going good out there. It's been pretty steady. It's not peaks and valleys. It's just kind of like, little blips here and there, staying consistent and doing good business out there. The problem I've been having some theft out there. I'm going to talk about this in a completely separate video about theft at the collectibles booth. So I'm not going to get into it here, but I've had some theft going on out there, trying to rectify the situation, but it's retail. It's hard to deal with. So let's talk about stuff that hopefully won't get stolen when I take it out to my booth. I got a couple of boxes of cards going out there. I've had this for a while. It's Decision 92. Yeah, it's political cards. I told you, they make cards about everything. These are put out by Wild Card. You got Ross Perot, Clinton, and who we got there, Bush there. And there's some other cards in here as well. It's not a very valuable box. It's about $20. I think I put mine at $15.95, trying to get someone to buy that. This box I've had in my eBay store for well over a year, and it's just not selling. So I'm going to try selling it out there. Sometimes just getting things in front of people where they can pick it up and look at it kind of coerces them into buying it. I think I had it in my eBay store for $30. It's not selling at $30, so I put it for $24.95 for my booth. This is Babylon 5. It wasn't the most popular show. It's just one of those space shows, Star Trek-like. But we'll see if that can sell at my booth for $25. Got a few things down here. We'll have to keep going off the floor. I got them out of the way. Oop, the Infinity Gauntlet's going off. I always pick up all these different little Franklin toy helmets. Now, sometimes they have the padding inside, but you can see the back one, the padding's missing. It really hasn't mattered when I put them out there. I don't think people are getting these for their kids to wear or for cosplay or anything like that. I think people are just buying them so they have, something cool to set up on their desk. I got a couple Bills ones up here. I find these pretty regularly. I find a lot of Cardinals. I find a lot of Arizona State, and then just other miscellaneous teams. So I'm always picking them up as long as the decals on each of the side aren't too beat up. Again, I don't care if the padding's in there or some padding and some's missing. Chin strap, I don't care if the chin strap's on it. As long as the helmet's in decent shape, I buy it and I put it in my booth for $14.95, and they generally sell. By the time I go back the next time, they're usually gone. So that seems to be the right price point to hit. If I put them any higher, they'll just probably sit there. But $14.95 for a little Cardinals helmet. I pick these up generally for $3-4 a piece. So, with all the fees, I'm probably making $10 each time I sell one. Now, here's another thing that I do, and this is actually pretty much pure profit when I sell these. So I buy a lot of collections, and a lot of times cards will come in a binder. So as long as the binder is in good physical condition, it doesn't matter if it's a baseball, football, basketball binders, but the basketball and baseball ones sell the quickest. And then what I do is I put in this case, I'm putting 30 clean used card pages in here. So you get a bunch of pages in here, and I put it for $14.95. $15 for binder with some pages. Just put it like that, and they sell. They don't fly off the shelves, but they do sell. And this is just pure profit because, like I said, these are leftover things from collections that I've gotten. And so anytime I get a binder, I throw it in there, and generally within a few weeks, it's gone. Now let's get to the superhero portion of what I'm taking out there. I find these all the time. You press the little button, and it's an Infinity Gauntlet. Makes a little noise there, and that's the only one that lights up. The other Infinity Stones don't, and I find these all the time. So there's like a little handle you can hold on to, and you can go psh, 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 psh. But yeah, this is kind of stuff that I love selling out there because it goes pretty quick. This one here, I put the sticker on the inside, so I taped it in there because with all these ridges and everything, it won't stick to the outside. I think I had that at $12.95 for that. And again, I'm picking these things up generally for $5 or less. And I picked up a Thor's hammer. Now, specifically, this one's from Thor Ragnarok. I did a little Google search to find out the one with this pattern. Now, it's got foam on the sides, so you can... got like a little spring in there that makes that noise. So this is also going to be $12.95, the kind of stuff, again. As long as I'm picking it up for $3 and $5, I don't mind selling it for $10, $12, $15. So a couple cool things there. Next, we got a couple little G.I. Joe sets. Now, these are sort of like building block construction sets. I don't even know if it says the name of the company on the front that makes them. You just see G.I. Joe. You see the different figures that it has and the vehicle. And then this one has 2 planes and 2 figures. And they're Lego-like building sets, but it's just an off-brand, and they don't sell for a whole lot. If you look on eBay, you can see people selling the complete sets, which is like 6 and 8 different ones, and you can buy them for like $40 and $50. So they don't sell for a whole lot, $10, $15 range. So I'm going to put them on my booth for $15 a piece. They're brand new sealed, found them at a thrift store. I think they were marked really cheap, like $3.50 or something like that. So they were marked pretty cheap, so still have a little room to make a little profit. So I'll throw those in there. And then another thing, actually I bought this for my wife. She really didn't have a spot to put it because we have a lot of gnomes. Gnomes are very popular out there. I'm sure you see them in stores all over the place. And this is just a little art thing that somebody made, but it's pretty cute. So I'm going to throw that in the booth. What did I put on that? I put on it $10. I don't remember what I paid for it. Like I said, I was buying it for my wife, see if she wanted to hang it anywhere. She didn't really have a spot, so she just said sell it at your booth. So that's what I'm going to do. And the last thing I'm going to take out there is this here. These sell pretty well out there. Part of the reason why I take them out there versus selling them like on eBay or something is it's big, it's bulky. You'd have to charge somebody $12, $15 to ship this to them just because of the size. It's only going to sell for $15. Seems to be the price point that I've had almost all this stuff, $15. But yeah, this is still got the original sticker on the bottom, looking like it's new. I don't think it's brand new, but they probably just never took that sticker out. And it's a little storage case, so you open it up here, pop it open. You can store some Hot Wheels on that side, some Hot Wheels on that side. You can close it up. Got a little handle so you can roll it around like luggage. So I find these quite often as well. As long as they're in good shape, pick them up. And yeah, that $14.95 price tag, it seems to be the magic price for my collectibles booths for stuff to sell pretty quickly. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, and that's it. I got a few things I got to get shipped out. I think I'm going to go out and do some sourcing today. I don't really have too much on the agenda for today, other than going out there and doing some sourcing. So I got a lot of time to get it done since I don't have to spend a whole lot of time packing up these orders. So, all right, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. Go check out that Card Guy channel. See the videos over there. Help that channel grow a little bit too. And I assume you're subscribed to this channel. If you're not, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, leave me a comment. I don't know, do something. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.